Well, I'm back with Gare and Steph. We're doing it a little bit late, and
So long, I feel like.
I know it
It
has.
has.
Um, we're doing it a little late in the season, I guess, but we're gonna talk about some of our spooky favorites. Is that what we landed on calling it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's what I thought.
Spooky
Halloween
and
time.
kooky.
Yeah. I kind of what I realized is I read it year round. Gare and I were talking about this a couple nights ago.
Same.
Like I was just like, I'll just read horror all the time.
Yeah.
Same.
I've been reading
But
way more like just regular fiction this month and not actually doing much Halloween-y stuff at all.
that's okay.
But I feel like I do it all the rest of the year.
I've been trying to read all the creepy things, and I have 5 books that seem like they're going to be super up my alley to try to read all next week when I'm not working.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And do you have any like Halloween traditions?
No, I actually don't. Do
I
you?
watch I watch all of the Halloween movies
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
except for I usually skip Rob Zombies
Yeah.
because I just don't like the whole like sexualizing of everything he does.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do try to do like Hocus Pocus once a year, like Nightmare Before Christmas, like some of the lighter ones.
Hmm.
And I do think our house would be like, because we have a black house, it would be really cool to decorate. But like, we live in such a small neighborhood that like no one trick or treats or anything.
Yeah.
So I like haven't put in the effort, but I would if we lived in like a bigger neighborhood.
I always turn all the lights off and pretend I'm not here because there are a lot of kids.
I can imagine.
And that's not my vibe.
I can imagine.
I'm also, have I admitted this before? I really don't like holiday movies or like episodes. Like, doesn't work for me.
I feel like
Like,
I feel like that fits your vibe of like not really rewatching. Like we don't
oh,
have
that's a good
Yeah,
point too.
like yeah, just
true.
with that because I feel like if you did, you would probably watch them through like
That's a
annually.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like scary movies, so it's not like I've never seen a movie with like Halloween, but I definitely don't
Oh
watch
yeah.
anything Christmassy. I definitely
Oh.
don't watch. Some people have Valentine's Day ones. I don't really watch that.
I have a Valentine's Day horror one that just is about
Oh,
how
yeah.
horrible men are. If you guys need a recommendation. And Denise Richards is like the meanest fucking person in it. It's amazing.
I think some holiday related things can be so cheesy. That might be part of it too.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm not
do.
watching romantic comedies on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
No.
I don't
Cheesy
care if
is
like
like,
I'm married to Jacob Elordi, like that's not even happening. Or Tyreek
I think you'll be
Withers.
safe.
No.
Not from not marrying him, but even if you did marry him.
Oh my god,
You would understand.
I saw a
Yeah.
TikTok yesterday where he was like talking about how he just loves to hang out with his dog and how like he learns so much from being like a dog dad and how much he like loves her and all of this stuff. And I was like, oh my
Of
god,
course, he's so baby girl.
we could be so like just 2 dog dads, like the gay Brady Bunch, but with like only 4.
So
Oh,
fun.
that would be so
Just blending
cute.
together our family. So
Oh,
waiting on you,
love
Jacob.
that.
I'm ready when you are.
Right when you are.
Well, I just started listening to Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber.
Mm.
And it is so cinematic, is what I'm realizing. So I was actually just listening to it right before this, and I had such a clear image in my mind of what was happening. So it kind of made me think a good icebreaker would be, do you see images when you're reading or listening? Both things. I definitely do. I feel like there are some times when I notice my brain hasn't been like making the clearest image. Probably so like if people are like in dialogue and maybe I'm just like kind of just thinking about the dialogue. But most of the time I have a loose image going on in my head at least.
I 100% do. Like
I figured you did with all your casting.
I can think of a book and like have like at least one like very clear image in my
Yeah.
head of like The Broken Girls by Simone St. James.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine the field that her sister's body was found on
Mm,
and like that whole scene, or trying to think of like I can like picture like different things for like everything that I read. Almost like a director where like I see it more from like a certain angle. Like when I read the
mm-hmm.
Sundown Motel, I can think of what the motel looks like, but it's from a specific angle, right? It's not like
Yeah.
dead center. So I definitely see that. I even see like outfits,
Yeah.
like what I imagine characters wearing.
Mm-hmm. Well, some characters I do.
Yeah.
It also depends on how much the author mentions it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how I am. I don't really see faces, or I can't see like a whole face. I think I just see like what they're describing at the moment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, she was sitting at her desk, and I'm like, oh, I'm picturing that. But it's usually like from here down, or like I don't really
Mm-hmm.
see a face. I just see like kind of what's happening.
Yeah.
Unless
Mhm.
there are there's like I could probably put on one hand, like I can pick a celebrity that I see as a person, but it's very rare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
do sometimes when you were saying that about like seeing what's happening. Sometimes when it is first person, it feels like I see more first person. Like it feels like I am
Oh,
experiencing
yeah.
it too, kind of like you're saying, like I'm
Oh,
sitting at a desk, like watching people fight in front of me or something. I don't know
Yeah.
why that was what my brain went to first, but fighting was
wow.
the first. But then
You're
when it
like,
is third person, I feel like it is more like watching everyone.
Mhm.
So I hadn't thought of that.
Like
that is very interesting.
I just finished
Mm-hmm.
a book where like she was in high school and I could just like see high school and see like a classroom
Mm,
particularly and like see like she was with her teacher in the room and like, oh, I can see all that happening, but I have no idea really what anybody looks like.
yeah,
You know, it's kind of it's just
Do
it's
you
interesting.
do you picture like your high school?
that happens for me sometimes. I was gonna
Probably.
ask that too.
I'm sure it's a loose connection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I was wondering because like when I read I've been reading a lot of like the suburbia disturbia books where
Oh
there's
yeah.
like a group of women in a cul-de-sac and every single one looks different when I like imagine them when I'm reading.
Wow.
Mhm.
So like that's why like I wonder like if Kate reads them, does she picture like kind of like her area because you're very like Wisteria Lane where you live.
Yes. It is. And sometimes like in when it's like really wealthy homes, it's like some of the homes I used to be in when we did real estate photography.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because every now and then we were in some like multi-million dollar homes.
Yeah.
I feel like what if it's almost like dreams where like some of it is your own
Mhm.
experience, some of it is something you maybe saw on a show, some
Yeah.
of it is like you know how like everything kind of like blobs together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
It does.
I when I read something that's like a high school setting, I don't picture my high school, but I will picture like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or
Yeah.
like Dawson's Creek or like Ginny and
Yeah.
Georgia. Like I can picture like those high schools.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time I don't think of my high school because it was so small that it doesn't fit most. If it's a
Yeah.
small town, I probably am picturing my like I remember I'm thinking of ending things by Ian Reid has like a very extended section in a small town high school and it was like my brain was like entirely in my high school for that
Mm,
part.
Hmm.
that makes sense.
That one was so bleak.
Yeah. That I've never pictured like my area or like my house for a book until last summer when I read the Shari Lapina book where the girls found like dead in the field.
Oh yeah, what?
What have you done? Is
I
that it?
think so.
I could picture the field across from my house because it's very much like when you drive in my area, it's like here's a farm, here's a field, here's a farm, here's a field. And it's all
Right.
like very like small towns. Like I could picture my town like when I read that, but I usually don't picture even anything like remotely connected to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to take my prescription today, so
No,
She's
I
just
get-
popping pills. Excuse me,
sometimes
guys.
I'm like, I have experiences where I'm like, I have no idea if I took mine today. I just
I
don't know.
hate when that happens.
I know, and then I take like
I'm like, so
I'm
do
like
I
if I
just
take
sip it
2.
so I don't do over like double dose? I don't know.
Yeah. I've had that with Benadryl, and I'm like, I don't want to have 2.
You know.
One is hard enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, such a wide array of reading experiences, which is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I can still picture like the crib in the book Hush by Anne Fraser,
Mm.
because that's like about a serial killer who like targets single mothers in New
Oh,
York City, and like I can picture like some of those because like I haven't visited a lot of apartments in New York City. You know what I mean? Like that's not where I like
right.
ideally would picture like a book, but like I still remember like what that room looked like when I read it.
Oh,
You
that
guys would
sounds
love that
scary.
one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to the list.
Seriously.
Okay, I emailed you.
Oh, okay.
I've been sending over horror recommendations to Kate because
Oh.
like I keep getting
Ooh.
them, and I'm like I can't be a horror guy. Only
I
movies.
feel like it's not me. Ooh, this one looks good. Bloodfire Baby
What?
by Erin Carson. A bold examination of motherhood, mental health, class, intergenerational inheritance, and family secrets. Well, you got me.
Requested.
It's very Kate coded.
Sign me up.
Oh well. Looky here.
Oh, S.A. Cosby blurbed it. Oh,
Okay.
what a blurb. Bloodfire Baby arrives kicking and screaming with flames in its hair and lightning in its hands.
Wowza,
That's
wowza.
amazing. Wow. Well, oh, Chelsea
you just-
Beaker is the next blurb. Oh my God, Garrett, do you
What?
know me?
Did
Wow.
you say Chelsea Beaker?
Yeah, she says it's a
Wow.
ferocious hypnotic descent that burrows under your skin and refuses to let go.
Sheesh.
Well,
If the
add
next
this
blurb is
one.
Jessica Noel, then it would be like
Yeah,
the perfect read for him.
it's Margaret Wilkerson Sexton.
Mm-mm.
I like this one. Well, there we go.
I'm distracting Murphy with peanuts.
Another one.
So
Well, I guess we could get into more book recommendations. This is a
Yeah.
nice little setup there from you.
here's our little spooky time.
So, Gare and I were texting a couple of days ago about this. I can't remember, or just talking about horror in general. I don't know. And I was like, I really did say, like, about a year ago when I read No Road Home by John Fram, I was like, I think I'm gonna like read more horror. And then, boy, did I.
Wowza,
But I
wowza.
felt like I should talk about that one first for anyone who hasn't read No Road Home by John Fram, because I loved it so much. When single father Toby Tucker marries into a powerful, fanatically religious Texas family, he's thrust into a nightmare of wealth, deceit, and murder. Trapped on the Wright family compound during a violent storm, Toby must confront both human evil and a ghostly presence to protect his son and survive the family's deadly secrets.
Wow.
I should have added into this that
Did
the
you write
fanatic.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was good.
Oh, blurb baby.
Yeah.
I should have added they're not just fanatically religious. They are a televangelism family. They've gotten wealthy off of that. So there's that vibe. But this was another one where Gare sent me an email. That's kind of perfect. You just teed this up so perfectly. He sent me an email and was like, I think you might like this one. I'm reading it. And so I requested it and loved it. And I'm starting The Midnight Knock this weekend. So by John Fram. So
I am so
excited.
excited for that one.
Is
My
it
copy's on the way.
Yeah, it
Is
came
it?
out Tuesday.
Oh.
And Angel Peen is one of the narrators. I'm dead. One of my favorite authors and narrators together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you read
The Brightlands?
Yeah.
Yes, that was wild. I think No Road Home was still my favorite, but Brightlands, he's so creative too.
So the Brightlands reminds me of like a queer story written by like some like a Stephen King prodigy.
I agree.
No Road Home, the ending to his books or that book reminds me a lot of the endings of A Density of Souls and the Snow Garden by Christopher Rice.
Oh my gosh.
If that helps you. Like with the shit hits the fan like crazy. So I'm excited with what the vibes are with Midnight Knock.
Yeah. Everyone who posts about it says it like bent their mind like out of shape almost. So it's mind bendy, and it's a puzzle box thriller, which is one of my favorites. Kind of like what we read probably was Senseless.
What does puzzle box mean?
It kind of means that there are like all these different parts and you don't understand how they fit together. And so it's like it kind of feels like a game the whole time, trying to fit like different pieces together. And it tends to also be described as mind bendy. For anyone who watches Severance, Severance is a puzzle box.
Cool.
I've heard that term more recently lately.
I love a good puzzle box.
Senseless was so fucking crazy.
So wild. That one, it also kind of reminded me of Everybody Knows by Jordan Harper. It's not exactly the same because there's no supernatural element there, but the vibes were similar. LA was similar. That kind of stuff.
Love
That baby girl.
Beautiful.
Steph's beautiful little cat is here to talk with us.
I'm in my Spanish class, and when something's little, you add like ita at the end. So gato is cat, and I heard they call little cats gatita, and I was
so cute.
Oh. She's only like 6 pounds.
She's so little.
She's so baby.
And she's a little girl.
Gare, what's your first one?
Oh, are we doing 5 or 4?
I don't know.
We can do however many we have time for. I have 5.
Cool.
I also have more if we end up with more time.
Same.
So all of mine are like fall creepy vibes of like, not like, oh, you've got mail. I'm talking like the chill is going to your bones. Chilly, it's dark, it's scary, it's atmospheric, it's creepy. So with that being said, my first one is Return to Midnight by Emma Deuce.
Ooh,
iconic.
I didn't choose that one, but I was like, I saw it and I was like, I think Gare's gonna pick it.
Oh yeah.
There's actually like I'm looking at all 5 that I have, and I'm like, these 2 little hoes could definitely steal like every single one that I have.
I always think about that when I'm picking my books.
I usually do too, and I'm like, because I almost did Senseless, but
yeah, I didn't even realize we could have used that one.
Yeah, right. But Return to Midnight, I love it. 10 years ago, Margot was a ballerina who lived with her other ballerina friends in an off-campus home, and then someone murdered her friends, and Margot survived the harrowing night. But now she's returning to the media-dubbed Midnight House for the first time to tell her side of the story. When someone begins to leave her threatening messages, they know she's hiding something about what really happened that night.
That one is creepy.
Fall vibes all the way. It is so creepy. The cast is so good. It needs to be a movie. I love everything about that book. Like, that is the perfect book.
Does it actually take place on Halloween or around Halloween?
Yeah.
And it's very dark academia.
Yeah. Good fall.
And if you like it with like the female dynamics and like their friendships, the house reminds me of the house in the 1970s version of the movie Black Christmas.
Ooh.
Yeah, the house had like definitely some vibes.
Yeah. I loved it. And I'm not like a big, like, I don't know. I think like one of my bookish red flags is like sometimes when people are like Victorian house, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be gothic, and I don't really want to read it.
Yeah.
And with this one,
you mean gothic, and I don't want to read it.
And I'm just like, well, I just like whenever somebody's like, oh, Victorian house, it's like it's gothic. I'm like, Okay, so everything's outdated and ugly, and there's like a bunch of dust everywhere, and I just don't want to read it. But this one I'm glad I did, because I did not get that vibes from the house.
Don't come at Gare with outdated appliances, okay?
I'm like, how do you get comfortable in a house that's like covered in dust? With like
That's a great point.
old gross furniture?
Yeah.
Like
They
not
never have
comfy
enough money to
furniture?
call in a cleaning company. Like it's never part of it.
Yeah, it's like when you do those like house tours on like HGTV or like Selling Sunset, then they're like, this is my sofa, and I'm like, who the fuck would want to sit on that? It
Yeah,
looks
the
like stiff as
sofas
a
are
board.
all
Gross.
aesthetic, not
Yeah.
comfy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh my
No big
gosh, I
deal.
love her in the corner. She's such a vibe.
She is.
She doesn't
She
bark.
is.
It's so nice.
No, she doesn't.
I wish my dog was as well behaved as she is.
I know.
That's true. Every once in a while, she'll like kind of get too in a mood, and I'll be like at my other computer working, and she'll start like biting me, and I'm like, "That's it." Just like you're out of here. Like I don't know, something must have set her off. Speaking of Halloween setting, I have some that are like just spooky, and some that actually take place around Halloween. And this is one that takes place around Halloween. It is Look Closer by David Ellis.
Such a good pick.
Yeah, I was like, I think this is a book that I know so many people really enjoyed, like universally recommendable.
Mm-hmm.
Simon and Vicky couldn't seem more normal, a wealthy Chicago couple with a stable, if unexciting marriage. But with these two, absolutely nothing is what. Oh my God, what am I doing? I have a 2-sentence synopsis over here.
Oh, were you in the full one?
Wow. I was like, no, we're not doing that. A slick, twisty thriller full of unreliable narrators, perfect for readers who love a Halloween binge that's more psychological mind game than ghost story.
Ooh.
Love that.
Yeah.
The victim is
I
found
some
on
assistance
Halloween
with
in
my
her
2
Halloween
sentence
costume.
synopses.
I like it.
What was
Mhm.
that?
Oh,
I
I
didn't
was
hear
saying
you.
like the character is found
Oh, yeah.
on Halloween in her Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm.
The intrigue.
Yeah, it's a chunky book, but short
True.
chapters and definitely like engaging and well paced.
Yeah.
I kind of had the same experience reading that as I did A Kind Worth Killing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that? Kill for Me, Kill for You.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when I picked it up, I was like, I can't put these down.
Yep.
It's like multiple perspectives. How are they all gonna? Would that be considered a puzzle box where like there's so many perspectives that you don't know how they're all connected, or is puzzle box?
There is normally a like speculative fantasy or sci-fi element.
Oh, okay.
But like at the same time, it's what it is it's like what is it called? Nesting dolls, kind of. Like it's a nesting doll con artist
Yeah,
story.
that makes sense.
But
You
I
hear
don't know.
something weird in the background of my...
It sounds like someone's walking around.
It's Murphy chewing on a bone.
Oh, that's okay.
Like
Oh,
he's
man,
like...
Lizzie.
I just don't know how he's not losing teeth, but...
He's
Your
so
blurbs are
cute.
so good, guys.
Oh.
I'm like Margot with a ballerina, and she lives with her ballerina friends.
I mean, I am kind of like stealing sentences from the synopsis and kind of just like shortening them. Well, my next one has a kind of cool story too, because I saw Tiffany D. Jackson recommend The Getaway by Lamar Giles, and I requested it through Libby. And the day that I went to see Tiffany, because she came here for The Scammer, I got this book. So I was listening to it on the way to seeing her, and it just felt very meta. But I loved it, and I listened to the audiobook, and there are parts of it that are like produced like actual news broadcasts, and like it's a great production. At the luxurious Karloff Country Resort, teen employee Jay enjoys paradise while the outside world collapses. But when guests begin to vanish and the wealthy elite turn the park into an end-time sanctuary, Jay and his friends must uncover the truth and fight for their freedom before they're trapped forever. This one is so freaking creepy. Like, the entire thing is creepy. When I posted about it, I had Journal of Jada. She responded and she was like, "Oh my gosh, my jaw dropped at 60%." And I was like, well, this is going to be interesting. And so I'm listening. And then I got there and my jaw did literally drop. And I DM'd her and I was like, you were not kidding. And by the way, it's right at 60%. Like, you just knew. But yeah, it has some of the creepiest. It's kind of like a thriller at Disney World that also kind of feels like Westworld vibes, like mistreating the employees, like to make yourself feel good is kind of a theme there too. So it is very good. I'm not going to spoil anything, and people should read it if you like that kind of vibe.
Someone wrote, I dug this diabolical dystopia.
Yeah, that is great. That sums it up too.
I love the cover of that book too.
Oh, the cover's so cool. It's very creepy.
I like it a lot.
Does it have like a queer aspect to it?
No.
Or am I thinking of something else?
No, Camp Damascus that I read recently was horror that had queer. But no, he's with a
Camp Damascus.
Oh, I loved it.
Really?
I have so many highlights. So good.
I think I have that.
I would recommend it. It's very horror though. Like, it is more horror.
There's a YA book that had a multicast narration that also sounded like newscasts and stuff sometimes. And it took place in a school, and like for the life of me, I cannot remember what it's called, but you may enjoy it as well. I'll look it up and try.
Okay. January Lavoie narrating The Scammer, by the way. Wonderful.
Okay, she gets Bonnie and January. Cool.
I know.
Nice.
Boomtown also has Angel Peen and Bonnie Turpin in its audio.
Oh, nice.
Boomtown.
Yes. Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it last night at 11
o'clock. Wasn't that amazing?
I have such a bad book hangover.
Yes, it is so good.
I gotta bring in the heavy hitters because, like, I tagged her in my story and she was like, I need to know what you think of the end. And I was like, this is one of my favorite books that I've read.
Yes, her publicist just emailed me and asked if I would interview her. So I'm going to.
You let me know when it is.
Yeah, well, I can send her different ones if you want to do it.
I'll just join.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Find out in a couple weeks on Bookwild.
Yeah. See what happens. Speaking of podcasts.
Ooh.
My next pick is by popular podcaster Daphne Wolsoncroft, who does a true crime podcast, and it is called Nightwatcher, and it is one of my favorite books of the year.
Ooh.
I could not put it down. It scared the hell out of me. Like, I started it, loved the fall creepy vibes in it, because I think it takes place in like Portland.
I think so too.
I think so.
But it's not like big city Portland. It's like the suburbs outside of Portland, and it's just chef's kiss when it comes to atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started reading it and I was like loving it. So I went and got takeout and I was having like a total vibe with it. And then I started reading it at night and I was like, no. Like, I was like legit scared to take Murphy outside to go pee. I was like, you're going to watch your dad.
Freaky.
You're going to watch your dad get murdered. Run for your life.
I have a similar story for my next one.
So it's basically about a woman named Nola Strait. As a child, she survived a chilling encounter with a serial killer, but now she's a popular radio show host who has never spoken about her experience. One night when a woman calls into the show, she describes an intruder that sounds exactly like the hiding man. So Nola begins to fear that he's back right as she starts to feel like someone is watching her.
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying.
Does that one take place around Halloween or? or is it just about a masked person?
I think the weather feels fallish, but I don't know if it takes place around
Yeah, I can't
Halloween.
remember.
I'm not sure. I don't think it does. I feel like she would have like incorporated more because like Daphne is like a spooky girly down bad.
Mm-hmm.
And she's already writing her third book.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, she posted on TikTok last night.
Oh, interesting segue. I am segueing to a book with supernatural elements, but if you're not super into scary stuff, I think it could still work for you. And that is Amina Akhtar's Almost Surely Dead.
Yes.
We haven't talked about in a while, but I was like, it is supernatural, but I feel like most people could handle it.
I agree.
A darkly funny. That's not true.
I mean, it kind of is.
No, the next thing.
Oh.
But anyway, so it is about a woman of Pakistani heritage, and she goes missing. There's some supernatural elements, which I thought were really fascinating of like Pakistani lore in regards to some supernatural things. And there's also a podcast element. So it's like a little snarky, a little commentary on true crime, and then a little bit of like a learning element, which I really thought was interesting.
Yeah. It is creepy.
I want to read that one.
But you're right, it's approachable.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think it's creepy. It's not like haunted house, you know, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, some of it's like unsettling for sure.
Definitely.
I love Fashion Victim by her. It's one of my favorite books in the world.
So good.
Yeah.
I need that to be a movie or a TV show. Or something. Oh, murky.
Well, you know how Gare was saying he could not go outside in the dark with Murphy.
Experience like this.
I started listening to The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones like one night, and then I was listening to it in the morning because Harley just wakes me up really early and whatever. I was just sitting there in bed. But then Bruce really wanted his WALK. He's in the room with us. But it was still dark, so I was just, but you just kind of have to just still take him. And I stepped on like a twig and it like bounced up and like hit my leg, and I was kind of freaking out because of the ambiance of the book I'd just been listening to. So it's not even like scary. It's also like visceral and creepy. But a diary written in 1912 by a Lutheran pastor is discovered within a wall. What it unveils is a slow massacre, a chain of events that go back to 217 Blackfeet dead in the snow. Told in transcribed interviews by a Blackfeet named Goodstab, who shares the narrative of his peculiar life over a series of confessional visits. And then it also, that was like the whole synopsis. It had a short synopsis, so I just copied it in. And it says this is an American Indian revenge story written by one of the new masters of horror. So, like, revenge is a big part of it. And the ending is wonderful.
Ooh.
Very gratifying.
I'm diving into some of his books this weekend.
I just got, because it's on sale on Audible, I was a teenage slasher.
I have that one, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it sounded like I would like it. Like, because it's kind of like parodies slasher films in a fun way. So I'm intrigued.
His Indian Lake trilogy.
Yeah, My Heart is a Chainsaw.
That trilogy.
Or is that the one that's the parody? I can't remember.
I know that one is, like, people say it's like the indigenous Scream franchise.
Okay.
But I have heard that I Was a Teenage Slasher does parody some horror movies.
Okay.
And then
maybe I was right then.
there's that duology with like the hitchhiker one and the babysitter one that are like in the same book.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna try to read this weekend.
Yeah.
Love him.
I think my Heart is a Chainsaw, the main character, like really, really loves slasher movies.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then people start getting murdered in her town, similar to like slasher movies.
Mm,
Yeah.
nice. Dude, I want to listen to all of them.
Yeah. His marketing team was like
Mhm.
genius when My Heart is a Chainsaw came out.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they put all of the books in a little box that looked like a VHS box.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'll send you guys a picture of it when we're done.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of supernatural and creepy,
Ooh.
this one, you have to, if you read it, you have to pretend that you don't pay attention to the weather because it takes place in the summertime. But when I read it, I felt like it was like, it gave me fall vibes because it's very creepy. So I just like kind of was like, they're not hot. I can't see them sweating. So my next one for if you want something really creepy for spooky season is Please See Us by Caitlin Mullen.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite books in the entire world. I think about it at least once a day. I am obsessed with it. Her new book comes out next summer. I don't know what it's about, but I know that I'm ordering it. So Please See Us is about a young woman named Lily who was relocated to Atlantic City from New York following a horrible breakup. Meanwhile, Clara is the young boardwalk clairvoyant who's having disturbing visions she believes could be related to some of the women who have vanished in the city. When Clara and Lily's lives converge, the two come together in hopes that they can save whoever is next in a serial killer's path. So,
It's a good one.
I love this book so much. We've like talked about this before, and I feel like it's like ahead of its time because like in the past couple of years with true crime and crime fiction, whenever somebody's talking about a serial killer, like a lot of people have been like, you focus so much on the killer that you don't focus on the victims.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this was one of the first books that I saw that did that because whoever the serial killer murders, they're called the Jane chapters in between, and it like gives you like an outlook on like who they were, like how they grew up, like what they enjoyed, who their parents were. And it was just like, I felt like it brought like a lot of emotion to the story because like not a lot of people did that then. They still don't really, but I just feel like that brought so much to it.
I agree.
And the supernatural elements I felt like were believable because I believe in clairvoyance.
You're like, I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I know it's like on the cover, literally, but I felt like the way that like the marshy little palms and grasses move, I could just visualize so much like a woman like just in the marsh. You know what I mean? It was like that was one of the first books, like I will say KTT, Killing the Tea, really like brought that subgenre to life for me and made me realize my love for it. But like that book, I think it was the first time I was like, what is like when you guys say bleak, I'm like, that's the word I was looking for. Because I'm like, man, I just feel some sort of way when I was done reading that. I almost like couldn't give it a rating because it just felt like so sad, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Bleak Billings special right there.
Oh yeah. That's probably one of the books that like created Bleak Billings because I was like, here's a book that ends realistically and it's not like, oh, let's tie everything up and live happily ever after and like now the sun is shining and everyone's lives are perfect. But like the ending to that book, the like final, I don't even want to say like twist, but like the final like reveal of that book is one of my like favorite things in the entire world.
Read it. I like don't know anything about it anymore, but like the vibes still live in my soul.
There were a lot of heartbreaking moments in that one. A lot of heartbreaking moments in that one. And I remember like you, the marsh, like the women are dumped in a marsh behind this like motel. And I remember like kind of like being like you and like I can see like the women in the marsh and then like the Atlantic City like lights kind of in the background.
Yeah.
And that's where my mom's in Atlantic City right now, so hopefully she does not run into him. Come home safe, Kathy.
Yes, Kathy. That's a good one. Did you see that recently? It, like the paperback, it was picked as like a Barnes and Noble book choice.
No, I didn't see that.
Within the last few months, I think.
I feel like it's one of those books that's gotten like it's kind of like a cult classic book version. Like it's gained more popularity as like time has gone on.
Yeah. I don't know which direction I want to go. I think I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go Play Nice by Rachel Harrison.
Oh, good one.
I think if you're looking for something that's not gonna like leave you feeling really bleak, but still has some like elements of paranormal and stuff like that, I think she's a great pick regardless of which book.
Yeah.
But her most recent release is Play Nice. So this one is about a woman who has an estranged relationship with her mother. Her mother passes away, and there's a house that they all grew up in that is left to three sisters, and the main character Cleo is the one who's like willing to maybe use flipping the house for her social media popularity. But when she goes in, she's like, maybe my mom was right. Maybe it is haunted. So it's snarky, it's creepy, it's fun.
It's very fun. I love the term pink horror that people are using for stuff like that lately.
Oh, I like, yeah.
Yeah, she was kind of talking about it when she came here.
I want to read her books.
You need to. I want to read, I still haven't read Such Sharp Teeth.
That one I almost started this morning.
Oh, wow.
That's like one of the only ones I have left by her.
Yeah. I have that one, and I haven't read The Return.
I've only read The Return.
I know, and I was kind of like, I don't know.
Well, sometimes it's like you go, I don't know, sometimes you go to an author's debut and it's like, it might be like your favorite, or it's like, oh, I've really enjoyed how they've grown since then.
Right.
Or how they've evolved since then. So it's hard to know.
It's also like how I've evolved as a reader too, is like maybe there's some things with that one that I didn't like pick up on.
Yeah.
You know, or like didn't like view as like snarky. Because you know, like sometimes like you're like, oh, like this is like satire or snark, but like maybe like earlier on in my like reading, I didn't really recognize that as much. So I definitely would be curious to read that again.
Yeah. And I think sometimes even seasoned readers don't like, there's some people, it's just not their style. Or it wasn't their style then. I don't know. I didn't realize Tananarive Dew even blurbed this one.
I noticed it when I was like there, like when I picked up when she was talking, and I was listening to the Reformatory on my way to see Rachel Harrison, and then I got her book and saw that Tananarive Dew blurbed it. I was like, this is wild. Well, speaking of authors who evolve from their debuts, Kosoko Jackson has been writing YA for a while, and his adult debut is called The Macabre, and I loved this one. It's like a blend of magic and horror and thriller elements. When painter Louis Dixon discovers his unsettling art is mysteriously tied to his great-grandfather's cursed masterpieces, he's drawn into a secret world where paintings can trap and destroy their creators. Tasked by a shadowy museum official to destroy the 10 paintings before their powers consume the world, Louis must confront black market magic, ancient curses, and the horrors lurking within his own creations. So this one, like, travels in time a little bit, because he'll go back into time in some of these paintings. It goes, like, all around the world. So, like, some of it even has, like, elements of what you may enjoy in, like, spy thrillers. It was one of the things that stood out to me. And then there's magic, but mostly the magic is he can go through these paintings. So it's not like wave your wand magic all the time kind of stuff. Don't mean that rudely. I'm just trying to explain how much magic is in it. I know.
I get what you're saying. I really
Yeah, I had someone ask recently, so that was how I kind of. They're like, "What is the magic like?" And I was like, "Really, it's just that the paintings are portals."
I love all of these like terms and like phrases that Kate has come up with now that she is like full on
Just
horror
all
girly.
over the genres.
Someone asked me about a book the other day, and they asked like what was magical realism about it.
Yeah,
Like,
I've asked you that.
and I think
too.
some people are like truly curious because I think they might
Mhm.
be a little skeptical
Yeah.
depending on what your answer is. So I think that's a really common question, actually. So
Yeah.
it's nice that you have come up with some
Yes.
relatable terms.
Yeah, kind of like sometimes I'm like, it's not like sci-fi, like space opera sci-fi is like, it's like more speculative, or it's more Black Mirror sci-fi, like things that people can kind of connect with a little easier. Because all the genres have subgenres. It's so fascinating. I mean, of course they do, but that's just what I've been really aware of. I like the one I'm reading right now. I was thinking about that with like Alchemy of Secrets. I see how like it really is more magical realism than fantasy, but I understand why they're saying fantasy. But it's like you're so much in LA, like present day LA, and there's just a magical element. But yeah.
Because isn't that technically the difference is the world?
I think so. I think that's typically the big difference between fantasy, like straight fantasy, versus magical realism.
Yeah, because I think, like if you're in like your regular life world, but something's a little like magical, then it's magical realism.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Sometimes Goodreads just puts both of them. Yeah. You're like, okay.
I'm like,
I mean, could you even say necessarily that like, I don't know, but could like Please See Us be like magical realism? Like, is clairvoyance kind of magical or not? Like, I don't know. I mean, but I think that's kind of that like flirting line is like it's very realistic.
You're right.
I don't know.
It probably comes down to if you think it's real or not, like Gare was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, I do not consider like psychics, clairvoyance, anything like that to be like magic necessarily, because I feel like a medium wouldn't be magic for me. But like if somebody like were like telekinetic and could like move things with their mind or like cast spells or things like that would be more magical for me. But that's because I believe in like psychics and mediums,
kind of like
and
the
tarot.
Intuitive stuff.
Yes. I believe in that more than I do like magic.
I think I agree with you. I think
so too. I also think that there's like a really broad definition of what you could consider like witchy.
Yeah.
You know what
definitely.
I mean? Because like to me, I think that all of that stuff is like so fucking cool and could like be put under that umbrella of like gifts, like a gift.
Yeah.
So I think it's
especially since witch was just used as a term for women who knew things.
So I think I think you're right. It isn't as like fantastical as magical. So it's like really interesting. It's a interesting conversation.
Yeah. And I think like also like a lot of like intuitive medium clairvoyant sort of things like are very common in like Native American or like indigenous cultures. So like that's probably like for me, like it's just not something that I would consider like magic. But I can see why like some people might, because if you don't believe in things like that, then it is a very like unrealistic thing for you to like read in a book, you know?
I mean, the Bible is fantasy.
Yeah. Well, and I also wonder too, like,
true,
for some people is
not my kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
No, dystopian, sorry.
Imagine, hey guys, I'm diving into fantasy. My first pick is the Bible.
That would be like my...
Kate would just disconnect. She would like kick me out.
No, I would know that you had been replaced by like an AI robot, and I would have to find what happened to the real Gare.
Yeah, my first pick is the Bible. This is my wife.
Your wife.
Melania. I hate Taco Bell.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
decided to start running miles instead of my mouth. Oh yeah, you would. There would be signs. There would be signs. Well, my next one has a little hint of supernatural in it too.
Ooh.
But I feel like it is believable supernatural. It's not world building or like stuff that you really have to like wrap your mind around. It's just kind of like, what made that move? You know, why did that can move?
What made that move?
What would that? So nobody's going to be surprised. The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James, I just feel like is like the perfect fall. Yeah.
Steph just pulled it up for people who are only listening. She had it too.
I'm glad Steph had like 7 or 8 picks because I
knew you were going to pick that one or Broken Girls, and you brought up both of them already today, so I was actually curious as to which one you were going to say today.
I love Broken Girls, and it is fall vibes and spooky vibes, but like this one, there's like a few elements in it that I would say were a surprise to me when I was reading it that like really hit the nail on the head for me as like what I like as a reader. But also like a creepy motel and like a woman gone missing. It's just, I don't know. It's all fall vibes for me. And it's upstate New York.
Yeah.
So like I could probably send you guys like 10 pictures. You know what I mean? Of like, this is what the Sundown Motel could look like.
Yeah.
So in upstate New York in 1982, Viv had dreams of moving to New York City. To help pay for her trip, she decides to take a job as a night clerk at the Sundown Motel. She soon vanishes after. In 2017, her niece Carly finds herself in the same town, refusing to let go of her aunt's disappearance. When there's an opening for the same night clerk job at the Sundown Motel, she takes it in hopes of finding answers. When Carly begins to have the same experiences as Viv did before she disappeared, she fears she could be next. What the hell happened? What the hell happened to them?
What happened?
Read the book.
I need her. I think she announced a new book, but also another one of hers got re-released. Knock at Midnight. No, not that one. You guys just talked about that one. There's something about A Box Full of Darkness.
A Box Full of Darkness.
That's a re-release, right?
No, this is the new one.
Oh, that's new.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
This comes out January 20th. This one comes out.
Oh.
I don't know what the recent re-release was.
Well, like
I wonder if it says it.
Haunting of Maddie Claire and Silence of the Dead are re-releases with new covers.
Would it be an inquiry into love and death?
That one, I think I still need to get.
Oh, that was quite a title.
I know. She's good, you guys.
It's crazy you keep bringing her up too, because I keep bringing this book up. The main character in Alchemy of Secrets, her name is Holland St. James. And I keep thinking of Simone St. James because, like, she has a twin sister, so they keep saying different names with St. James.
I like it. Sounds
And then there's Celia St. James.
Yeah.
From what?
Then there's her.
From
Evelyn Hugo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the St. James.
Maybe I need to listen to Evelyn Hugo one day.
Oh, I bet that it's good on audio.
I say that. I probably won't. Let's be real. I'll be like, but this other book.
Yeah. I think that's what's like.
It's just always going to be that way.
Sticking with audiobooks.
Yeah.
90% of the time.
I think one thing that has helped, if I have to reread, I sometimes for like a book club, you could just like look at spoilers online, but I do sometimes like the audio reread experience.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that since I read my first audiobook. That I would like to revisit some of my old favorites on audio. I bet the Shards on audio
so fucking good.
I bet they produced that. Oh, you did.
Oh my god. American Psycho would probably be good on audio.
Yes. Okay. I think American Psycho has been done twice, but more recently it's been done by Pablo. He's an actor, and it's only on Audible.
Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they redo audiobooks is like the
Bret
fascinating
Easton
thing.
Ellis narrates the shards.
Wow.
They really
Yeah, and I was just like, what?
I was in that
What?
world. I was in that world, and I think he was really good at it.
I'll never forget. That's another one I can picture things from
Yeah.
because I read that on my Christmas vacation when it was like coming out, and I was like, what a vibe.
Yeah.
Just being like with my parents being like, oh my god, I love you guys, here's all the presents I buy you, and like having like Christmas dinner together, and then like me like reading the shards.
I think the way he reads is like very it almost feels casual the way he reads, but it's like I don't know, you'll hear the way he says Robert Mallory in your head your whole life. I feel like after. I don't know. It's cool.
It's semi self-autobiographical too, right? So that makes it pretty meta.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah, his main character's named Brett.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of audiobooks I want to listen to. This one is actually on my TBR, and I saw someone bring it up on Instagram, so it made me want to read it more. Is Slewfoot by Brom. And
keep seeing that.
I know. This one I thought it had like color images, but I don't see. But there's like cool pictures in it, like illustrations of like the creepy monsters in the woods that I've been seeing. I don't know. It's really. I think it's a unique reading experience from what I've heard. But anyways, this one I actually double checked. Folklore, witchcraft, and Puritan fear collide in this lush, brutal tale of power and myth. It's earthy, eerie, and impossible to forget. And I've heard it's a pretty, revengey, in the time of the witch trials.
Okay.
Revengey.
Oh, I thought it was a shorter book since I'd seen like the coffee table, like the square version essentially. But it's 14 hours, so it must not be.
It's like 300 pages, but it does. See, I thought I bought the one that had like the color illustrations, but I guess I didn't. But it has it's a really unique format.
Yeah.
But I really like Barry Kreinig, the narrator.
Oh.
I
got
really
me
interested. I know.
This creepy ass Puritan looking guy.
Oh.
Oh my god, he looks like the hell's that actor's name?
I wonder if the audiobook comes with a PDF. You know, sometimes they do.
Kind of looks like Adam Driver or like an older version though, like that
You're
long.
right.
He looks like that, like I can't even think of this guy's name. Well, yeah, I want to read that.
Yeah, I think it is very, very historical fiction, but I'm hoping the audio will help more with I don't know what the dialogue is like. Like that's sometimes hard about historical fiction or even sometimes fantasy to me. Sometimes I'm like, is the dialogue easy to understand?
It's a good one. That's a good point.
Major point for me.
Yeah.
Well, my next one, actually, I heard about from you for the first time. I almost call you Liz, Steph. Oh, this is why I almost called you Liz. It's Jackal by Erin E. Adams. And so I was looking at the first sentence of my synopsis, which is when Liz returns to her mostly white hometown for her best friend's wedding. The night takes a horrifying turn when a young girl vanishes into the woods, echoing a string of past disappearances of Black girls. As Liz digs into the town's buried history, she uncovers a monstrous force feeding on its racism and must face the darkness to save the missing child and herself. I loved this one. It gets really creepy. Like it doesn't start off creepy necessarily, but it really builds up into it. And like she kind of had a bad experience growing up, so there's like wondering what happened to her as well. But I loved her character too. Like she's very snarky. Of course that's what it is if I love the character. But she was just like, I liked being in her mind, basically. And it was just I enjoyed it a lot.
There's one
Is that the
quote.
one with the woods? Is there like something with the woods?
Mm-hmm. They keep disappearing kind of into the woods.
Yes. Okay. I think I read some of that.
It's really it kind of like went over my head at the end, but I liked it so much that I just was like, okay, whatever. I'm here and I'm loving it. But I kind of want to like reread it to feel like if I could understand like the end a little better. But this one quote from that book I took a picture of and I've had it in my phone since 2023. She didn't need to be an adult to know that sad men are the most dangerous.
Oh, I loved that one.
Wow.
Like I
That
just was
one,
like, and that was in one of like the kids chapters because it's almost like Please See Us where there's chapters sprinkled in of like the girls,
missing girls, yeah.
and I was like, what a sentence of an observation, because like
Beautiful.
there are other things within I think the author's note that talked about just like when especially men, but anyone is like scared, sad, like that's when they do the worst things, I think, when they're like insecure. And I'm just like, that is so spot on and explains a lot.
Stunning.
I wish somebody would have told me that in 2023.
I tried.
Yeah, true. I was like, oh, you think I should have ran 6 months ago? Listen to
you didn't make that clear at all.
Yeah. You think I should have ran 6 months ago? It got worse.
Me keep my opinion to myself.
No. I'm like, I need to listen to Kate's opinion 24/7 now.
That's some stuff.
Well, my last one is the return of Bleak Billings. So
yay!
Get your Kleenex. My last one is Keep This For Me by Jennifer Fawcett.
Well, that's new, right?
Yes. I cannot stop thinking about it.
I'm seeing so many people posting good reviews. It makes me so happy.
I'm so happy. It is just a freaking emotional odyssey. Like, it's creepy, it's atmospheric, it is like very sad, it's very like mysterious, and it's just, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. There's multiple POVs and they're all written like in these like very different voices.
Yes, it's distinct.
That like yes, exactly. Yep, thank you. On a hot summer night in 1993, a couple's car breaks down. A trucker comes along, the man is attacked, and the woman is abducted, only to never be seen again. When Eddie Ward, the trucker, is caught, they find his victims buried in a mass grave, but the young woman is never found. 30 years later, on his prison deathbed, Eddie claims that he never took the life of her, but her daughter, Fiona, is returning to the small town where her mother disappeared looking for answers. Upon her arrival, another young woman goes missing, and the only suspect is none other than Eddie's son, Jason.
Damn.
It's so good.
Just put it on hold at the library.
Oh my god, I will fucking buy it for you.
I think I said this when we interviewed her, but it reminds me of a little bit of the other green cover, Lake of Lost Girls.
Yeah.
Probably because there's death related to a lake, but also kind of like examining like what's really happening.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's
a good way.
Yeah. And I feel like the Lake of Lost Girls is like more
it's
psychological.
Less bleak.
And then this one is like everyone has a shitty life and it's not going to get better.
Yeah, true.
And I was like 5 stars.
Like all the stars.
All the stars. I remember like reading the first sentence of it and I was like, this is just gonna work for me. I can just tell.
Yeah, it's great. The first sentence is
yeah. The whole book is
awesome. Well, for my last one, I'm going a little the other direction.
You've just been scooting out.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta get away from the bleak town.
I think that you told me about it though, so there's a connection. You said something about it that I read it. I'm not sure, but Another set on Halloween book is How to Survive Your Murder by Danielle Valentine.
God, good
There.
pick.
Yeah.
But it's like not bleak. It's crazy.
Yeah.